Back to our post-game press conference here at the 2025 Mountain West Football Championship game. Joined now by the Boise State Broncos, first team in Mountain West history to go back-to-back here at the championship game. Again, if you have a question, raise your hand. We will get the mic to you. We will limit it to a question and a follow-up question. If there's time, we will circle back to you at a later time. Also, if you can state your name and affiliation, we'd appreciate it. Spencer Danielson, our offensive MVP, Maddox Madsen, and our defensive MVP at the game here today, Ty Benefield. We'll start with an opening statement from Coach, and then we'll get to the student athletes. All questions should be directed to the student athletes, and then we will dismiss them and come back to Coach Danielson. So let's start with an opening statement from you, Spence.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys as always, cover our team, and just, thank you, Jesus, for an opportunity to coach this team. Thank you for the victory. And it's one of those things that in life you can be knocked on the mat. You can feel like things aren't going your way, but when you trust the Lord and you stick with it, you link arms like this team did, and honestly, you just go back to work. Anything's possible. Doesn't mean it's going to be easy, but it's going to be possible. And that's why I'm so proud of our players, our staff, just going to work, continuing to find better ways to grow, and they did that. And that's why we're three-peat champs. Now, it wasn't easy. Nothing was given to us. Everything was earned, and that's hats off to our staff, our players, and so proud of them.
If you have a question, raise your hand. Again, questions first for our student athletes. Our mic runners will get you a microphone here in the room. We'll start down here.
Maddox, just after the last month you had, just how satisfying is tonight?
Yeah, just being out there with those guys, this group of guys that I just love so dearly, to be able to go out and win a conference championship is a huge deal to me. And I know it's going to be a fun night for the boys and celebrating this championship win.
This is your last hurrah in the Mountain West. Just what's it mean to finish on top of the conference?
Yeah, it means everything. A little staple as we leave is a huge deal. And back-to-backs and all, even cooler feeling of being able to experience all of those with this place is huge.
Ty, just 3 weeks ago, it was in San Diego. Your rain's pouring, Maddox is injured, it's not looking great. Just looking back, do you remember how you were feeling and what you were thinking after that game?
Yeah, for me personally, I wasn't really feeling any type of defeat. I knew what it was, and we realized that, and we put our faith into God and our coaching staff and ourselves. That was the most important thing, was just wrapping around each other and just trusting each other's work ethic, trusting each other, working in practice, and just going out there to cut it all loose. So after that game, something snapped in us, and we put all the chips on the table. We didn't know what was going to happen, but that's what it is. We just played hard.
So yeah, I guess just going off that, just a pride to be sitting here now, for you defensive MVP. I guess just looking back on these last few weeks, kind of what John said, just I guess what's it like being here now?
It's amazing. I just seeing Tubner my first year and Shayla Depot, my second year, and now me, feeling it like it's truly something that's amazing. And in front of my parents and seeing the faces on my teammates and stuff and my coaching staff, it's such an amazing feeling. It's gonna make me happy for the longest time. So it's an amazing feeling.
Greg Frank, KTIK Radio, for both of you. You guys got ahead early again against these guys with the dominance that you've had in this series. Were you kind of sensing a chance tonight to kind of kick them while they were down? Obviously, they kind of made a game out of it, but what did that do for your confidence to just kind of jump out early on these guys again?
Yeah, like you said, we went up early. Probably could have done a little bit of a better job of staying with it and getting after those guys, but 17 points in the Mountain West Conference Championship, still a big time win, and we're celebrating as champs, and there's no feeling that I'd rather change for that.
Chris Van Sickle, Bronco Nation News. Maddox, talk about how much work went into getting yourself healthy and ready for this game.
Yeah, it was days, and I've missed practice just to kind of try and get myself ready. Jeremy, shout out Jeremy, did everything for me, went out of his way to make sure I was in the right spot to be able to play with these guys tonight. And so, it's a lot of hard work that I feel a lot of accomplishment from.
Rachel Roberts, Idaho Statesman. Maddox, after you took a knee, I kind of saw you pick up the football, run towards the south end zone, and you kind of got mobbed by fans. What was that moment like, just living that moment and the excitement of it?
Yeah, me and Ty were talking actually on the stand, and someone on our sideline was like, I hope they don't rush the field. And I said, no, that's not true. I hope they do rush the field. That's the best feeling. These fans, they give everything to Boise State. It's their pride and joy, and that's a lot of the reason why we do what we do. And it's awesome to kind of be able to have them here for that moment as well.
Maddox, you were the first player in Mountain West history to have 4 touchdown contributions in a single half. I guess just hearing that, just what's that mean to you, and also just what can you say about, again, the work you put in and just how locked in you were today?
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. It's a great feeling. But all the props goes to those wide receivers. I mean, you talk about Chase and Cam Bates and Trell, Chris, like all those guys did awesome things. And when they're open, it's easy to kind of contribute to touchdowns.
Maddox, how good did it feel to get in the end zone on that second drive of the game, your first touchdown?
Yeah, it felt pretty slow, but it was pretty cool to be sliding through the puddles on my back. It was a great feeling.
And then for both of you, just kind of the 3 championships now, just how do you, kind of, what's the differences between them, or, how do you kind of look at them differently?
It's a good question. I mean, I just feel like, you see more and more of a team coming together and being close, and you see the product of that, and then you see the product of faith in God and faith in the coaching staff totally. And I'm going to say that a lot, but that's truly what it is. It's just putting all chips on the table, and you just see the product of that, so, yeah.
Yeah, I'll compliment 2 of them. I mean, 23 we're 7-5, having no idea what we were going to do, and this year we're 8-4, the kind of the same thing, and being able to kind of be in the depths of the water and kind of come out of that as champs is a huge deal, and there's no better feeling to celebrate that with your teammates.
Ty, obviously a big year for you individually. Spencer multiple times has talked about how raised about you to NFL scouts when they watch you practice and things like that. First team all conference selection. When you think about kind of your future and kind of some of the decisions that you'll be making, I know you still have a bowl game left, but what do you think the next month or so looks like for you?
I'm not really sure, but I'm gonna just trust God on this one, like always.
Ty, you guys squared off with the offensive player of the year in the Mountain West Conference tonight. And, you look at the end of the day, he completes 18 of 38 passes. He almost completed 70% of his passes on the season. That's a good player right there. How much progress has this secondary made over the last year, and how proud are you of that progress?
I mean, we've made so much progress. I want to say thank you to Coach Stockton and Chins and just the whole defensive staff, really coaching us and putting us in these drills and practice that, put us in awkward positions. So when we see them in game, it's nothing, we don't flinch, but I'm just so proud of, the whole secondary just cutting it loose, not even thinking twice. Having younger guys step up and even transfers step up big time. It's just amazing to see, and it's so deserving of them to get this recognition. And the funny thing about this is that they're going to keep going, no matter what. Even though they're getting a bunch of recognition, they're just going to keep putting their head down and going because they want more, and that's why I love my guys.
Maddox, earlier this week you told us that you don't really realize how much you love this game until it gets taken from you. It just seemed like you played with joy tonight. How much did that recent perspective that you had lead to your performance tonight?
Yeah, I think it was a huge deal. I mean, every touchdown was a sense of joy that was almost increased just because of the last 4 weeks not being able to play with these guys and being able to celebrate. I mean, my first touchdown, you have all the old linemen coming up running to me. Like, it gives me the goosebumps talking about it. Like, it's so awesome, and I mean, this team is awesome. I love this team, and it's a great feeling.
There's nothing additional for our student athletes. We'll turn you guys loose. You guys are free to depart.
And I'd like to just say something before these guys leave. I mean, I think sometimes in football, right, they get judged. We all get judged on what happens Friday nights, Saturday nights. But what you don't see is the grind these kids put in, man. I mean, living in the training room, practicing their tails off. They got tape everywhere you can find, right? Just finding a way to get through practice because they love their team. They love this community. That is something that so when they have these moments, people don't see how much it took to earn them. And it's all because of these kids.
Love you, Coach.
Love you, boys, man.
Good luck in your bowl game, fellas.
Love you, boys. Thank you. Like that hat, man.
If you have a question for Coach Danielson, please raise your hand. Start down here in front.
Spence, what did it truly take to get this team back in title contention and to finish the job?
Yeah, I mean, I'm so proud of our coaches and our players. And it's a moment, I mean, I've talked about this before, we lose to Fresno State on the blue, get booed off the blue. First time as a head coach that I've lost at home. It was painful. Then you go down to San Diego State, we've had some injuries, banged up, don't play our best, and we lose the game. Tough moment. Tough moment. I remember being in the rain down there waiting for our players to get on the plane and just praying and thinking like, man, what are we missing? Why can't we get going? We're doing these players are working their tail off. Coaches are coaching their hardest. It's just not happening. But we just went back to work. And that's why I'm so proud of our coaches. We didn't show up to meetings and our players and had to kind of, hey guys, we got to do this. Like they were on it. They knew we needed to grow, and they never flinched. And so when you just keep stacking days, when you keep focus on the work, when you keep focus on the love of each other, anything is possible. And so that's why this is such a, I've been praying this entire year and believe that this has been a year of fulfillment. It didn't feel like that at times this year, right? But sitting here now, it is a year of fulfillment. That's God's promises coming to pass. Like I feel that now. And that's a testament to our coaches and our players.
Spencer, you talk about your coaches, just specifically Nate Potter, this offense. You talk about those games against San Diego State and Fresno, and then over 500 yards of offense against Colorado State, over 500 yards of offense against Utah State last week, and almost got there again tonight. Just Nate Potter in particular, what did you sense with his game plans in just the last few weeks that really got this offense going?
Yeah, we're on the attack. And that's what I love about Coach Potter, our entire offensive staff, and our players. We know when we're on the attack, we are at our best. Defensively, we know Coach Chins will bring pressure from everywhere. We're going to be on the attack on our special teams. But I'm so proud of Coach Potter. I mean, we've been on the attack. I mean, 4th and 2, we take a shot. Trail trips, and we don't get it, but we want our offense and whoever we're playing to know that we are going to be on attack. And hats off to Coach Potter, man. He's a relentless worker, very, very smart football coach, and loves on these players and put them in really good spots tonight.
Spencer, there's a little bit of a theme, it seems like, these last 2 games, 2 or 3 games for that matter, and it's how many guys are impacting the game, right? Last year, and I'm only bringing it up quickly for perspective, two was the guy for you. But if you look at tonight, like Chase Penry, massive, Cam Bates, first career touchdown grab, Bowen Phelps continues to show up. How cool is it that so many guys, how encouraging is it that so many guys are impacting the game?
Yeah, that creates the team. When there's multiple guys touching the ball, multiple guys playing in all these 3 phases, that creates the team. And we put team over everything here. Like we put a premium on team. That's a core value of our program. Like all about the team. What does the team need me to do? And you see a Cam Bates who has to make dirty blocks, hard plays, and has a big time play tonight. Chase Penry. Man, I can't say enough things about Chase. Right? I mean, we played multiple. I mean, Sherrod Smith steps up, and he's going to be one of the better corners we've had. Right? I can go. Bowen Phelps was a walk-on, fought his tail off, moved positions. That was one of the better linebackers around. Right? I think about Marco too. Marco Notarini. I mean, a guy that's battled, been through injuries, such a huge leader of this team. Wasn't an all-conference guy. Probably, absolutely should have been, but never flinched. Went out there and had a great game tonight for our team. Ty Benefield practices his stinking tail off. Talented through the roof, but he practices like he's fighting for his job every single day. I mean, I could go player after player, and when you get guys involved in the game, that creates the team. That's what I'm so proud of.
Follow up, kind of like when I was asking Max about the joy that he played with tonight. Just what did you see out of him that gave you confidence he could go out there and do this despite whatever he was dealing with?
Yeah, we had a conversation it was Sunday or Monday before we practiced, and I met with him and Max, and I was like, hey, if Maddox is healthy, that's our starting quarterback. And I'm so proud of Max. I mean, he battled and got us to this championship game along with all our other players. Maddox was healthy. He practiced Monday, which was our Tuesday practice, had a great practice, and that's our guy. And he's living in the training room, finding every new tape we can find to get him to go out there and play. Jeremy did a phenomenal job getting him back healthy, and he's a warrior. He's an absolute warrior. Did everything in practice. We're going through ball security circuit. I see Maddox rolling around the ground, and guys are punching at the ball because he's a part of the team. It's not, well, that's one of our best players, so keep him safe. No, our best players practice the hardest, and that's a testament to Maddox.
Coach, you overcame a lot of adversity, especially in the past month, and you always talk about how impactful the Lord is with your team. How did the Lord get you guys to this spot right here?
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, I'm open about this. I'm obviously a strong believer There's guys on our team that are Christian. There's guys on our team that are Muslim. There's guys on our team that are LDS. There's guys in our team that at this point in their life want nothing to do with religion. Same with our coaches. All are welcome and loved here. For me, my foundation is Jesus. It doesn't mean it's every single one of our players. It doesn't have to be. But I want all of our players to have a foundation that's not football, because football will leave you empty if that's where you put all your chips. Fame will leave you empty. Money will leave you empty. There has to be a foundation that's not that. Mine is my relationship with Jesus. So when we are down and out and people are counting us out, that's where I go back to. That's my foundation. I know that he'll never leave me or forsake me. That's me. That doesn't mean it's everybody on our team, but every part of our team is what we do focus on is each other. That's why love is a core value. Love is sacrifice. And I saw that in our team. Regardless of where they are at with their religious beliefs, they love each other, and we knew that we do control that. We do control our work. This is a blue-collar program. We control that, and we double down on those things, and that's why we're here.
Spencer, kind of what I asked Ty, you mentioned, back at Fresno, you were standing in the rain by the plane, crying, thinking, what can I do? When you look back and think about that moment now, just how does that make you feel to see where you are now?
Yeah, it's very fulfilling, right? I've got a great prayer team that I meet with on 6 a.m. every Wednesday. We pray for our team, pray for their best of their life, pray for their protection, and believe that going this season, this was going to be a year of fulfillment. And there are moments this season it wasn't. Talked with our team on our team meeting yesterday, and talked about that we were in danger at points in this season. Talked about a biblical story and went through like we were in danger. But when you get through danger and you come out the other side, you become dangerous. And I believe that this team is very dangerous now because of what we went through.
And that was your last Mountain West game, 3 straight championships. You've been here for a lot. I guess just what can you say as you say goodbye to the conference?
Yeah, so much respect for the Mountain West, man. In my 9 seasons at Boise State, we've been in the Mountain West the entire time. It's a phenomenal conference, have great coaches, great players. Week in and week out, it is tough sledding. You see 4 teams tied for first at the end of it. Just so much respect. Gloria does a phenomenal job. John Sullivan, the whole staff does phenomenal. And the Mountain West is an awesome conference. It's been an honor to be in it.
Final question down here.
With everything Maddox has been through in the past month, just how satisfying was it to see him just have a game like he did tonight?
I'm so proud of Maddox. Whenever things aren't going well in college football, they come for the head coach first, probably second to starting quarterback. And Maddox, injured, fighting his tail off to get back, and never wavered, was a great teammate, loved on his team, did everything he can to help Max and the rest of our team. And so him coming back healthy, coming on the stage and playing the way he did, I can't be more proud. He's a relentless competitor, and that's our quarterback.
And then Chase Penry, those two big catches. I'm sure he would have loved to get in the end zone, but what do you really do to break free?
He's Mr. Clutch, man. A guy that doesn't miss a practice, does everything for the team. And every time this season where he wasn't getting the ball, every time this season where he would go in there and block his tail off but wasn't getting the production. But he never flinched because he cares about this team, and we knew his time was coming. And especially these past 2 weeks, he was monumental in us winning these football games.
That concludes our post-game press conference. Thanks for attending the 2025 Mountain West Football Championship game.
I appreciate